Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go over the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters are listed down below. And starting off on the console side of things, you guys have a Red Alert event starting on February 6th that will be running up through the 20th. So this is a 2-week long Red Alert event, which means that if you participate for 10 of the 14 days that it's up, you're going to get an ultimate tech upgrade, a specialization point, and a T6X experimental ship upgrade token. And as always, the quickest routes to get your daily done are going to be the Borg or Tholian Red Alerts. And for those of you on console, that Red Alert is all that there is today. There might be a flash sale that pops up tomorrow, but I think you should expect the first half of the month to be quiet. I think in the second half of February, what we're going to see is the start of a Klingon recruitment event, and probably the start of the first event in the next year-long event campaign. And then, of course, on March 12th, you guys will get the 14th anniversary update, which has all of the stuff that you've seen myself and other content creators covering over the past week. So it's going to be quiet for sure for the next week or so, but as we approach the second half of the month and the beginning of March, you're going to see things really start to pick back up. And a quick note here, if you're interested in a wallpaper, Cryptic has released one to celebrate the 14th anniversary of the game, and it is available in various resolutions for your desktop or mobile device. And if you're interested, this will be linked in the description down below. And heading over to the PC side of things, if you have not yet started the 14th anniversary event to get the Alliance Rex Pilot Escort, you should start as soon as possible, otherwise you're not going to be able to get the ship for free via event participation. There is a buyout that you can do for Zen, and it's going to be 300 Zen or $3 per day. So you need 20 days of participation here, and it ends at 2 p.m. on February 21st. So the time is quickly ticking down for you to be able to go in and get the ship completely for free. So again, if you have not started, get in the game and do so as soon as possible. Just doing one Battle of Wolf 359 every day for the next 20 days will get you your progress for the event. And the timer does actually work on a 20-hour timer, not 24-hour. So even if you start on Friday or Saturday, you might be able to squeeze in the ship entirely for free, but again, just assume that every day that you're prolonging starting this event, you are increasing the buyout cost. And heading over to the PC patch notes for today, they resolved an issue with the transporter filter kit module so that it will now scale up with each rank of the kit module. They resolved an issue with the last generation lockbox bridge officer abilities so that you can now train them on an ensign ranked bridge officer. And they resolved an issue with Wolf 359 where killing the assimilation probes too fast would not count them for the bonus rewards. And for the kit modules here from the last gen lockbox, like this transporter filter, if this is something you want to mess around with, or the other one, which was Vox command module, these are both super cheap on the exchange. So Vox command module is 15k EC, and that transporter, the transporter filter is also, like, there's one for 15k, and then a bunch of others at 40k. So if those are kit modules you want to mess around with, I don't know how good they are, but anything under 50k EC is basically free. So also, I guess a little bit of bonus gambling here for you guys. I just realized something sold. I have enough EC for a key. I'm gonna get lucky. And for those of us on PC, there's an Admiralty bonus week active right now up through the 8th, so if you have any recruit characters you're trying to get your Admiralty campaigns up on, this is a good time to go in and spam all of the Admiralty missions. And next up, for those of us on PC, there is a 35% legendary sale along with a return of the 10th anniversary bundle to the C-Store from now up through February 5th. So if you've been wanting to pick up the 10th bundle or any of the legendary bundles at a better price point, this is the sale to take advantage of. However, I do want to note that the reason that they're doing this sale right now is because the 14th anniversary bundle is going to be put into the game in about 2 weeks, and they want you to use your Zen right now with these sales so that if the 14th bundle does end up appealing to you, that you'll have to go in and put more money in to go and pick that up. So if you want to hold off, There will be similar sales like this popping up again in the next 2 to 3 months, but if you have something you've had your eye on for a while and you want to pick it up right now, then go ahead and do so. The 10th anniversary bundle, I know some of you are interested in, and there are two different versions of it. There's the standard and the premium. Just go for the standard if you are picking the 10th bundle up. The standard is $100 cheaper, and it contains all 10 ships that are in the 10th anniversary bundle. The premium one just has some additional fluff like an Epic Phoenix token, some Lobby, and some other fluff, so it's really not worth the extra $100. And for the 10th bundle itself, one other thing that I want to note about it is that the bundle itself is still good if you're wanting the hero ships. But keep in mind, that is a bundle that was released back in 2020. There has been a bit of power creep in the game, and these ships are not as impressive as they were when they were first introduced. They're still good, they're still capable, but just know that for many different play styles, there are going to be better ships out there from a meta point of view. But again, if you're wanting the hero ships, it is a nice collection of all of the main Federation hero ships in one bundle, and you may want to pick it up just for that reason alone. Alongside the 10th, the other bundles that I would take a look at right now, the Legendary Battlecruiser one I think is really, really good value. The Romulan Warbird one I also think is still quite nice. The First Strike here, if the ships appeal to you, it's fine, but the main appeal to me from this bundle is that original Maelstrom. But if you happen to have the Trifluoride Maelstrom from the Feast event, then I don't think you need to worry too much about getting the First Strike bundle right now. The 11th bundle, I personally didn't mind, but I know some people really dislike it because the ships in there, specifically the Bird of Prey, were not very well executed. Cryptic did a very bad job on that Burrell. The Dominion Captain bundle, that one is probably the only Captain bundle that I would recommend for most players because it's a bit cheaper than the other Captain bundles. The Legendary Jem'Hadar attack ship here is actually quite nice, and the starship traits that you get off of this are quite beneficial if you're doing like a Surgical Strikes build, Recursive Shearing, Cannon Rapid Fire. It's a pretty good Captain bundle to get just for the traits alone. And aside from that, if you have any questions about the other legendary bundles here, feel free to leave your questions in a comment down below, or hop into the Casual Sab or Builds Discord and ask away in the general chats in there. And with regards to the upcoming 14th anniversary bundle, I know many of you are wondering when we're actually going to start hearing Cryptic talk about it. And Fluffle has a really good breakdown over on Reddit that I want to go over here for it, where they looked at when Cryptic started talking about the bundles in the past couple of years. So if you look at this and see how it stacks up against this year, we should see the very first teasers for the 14th bundle show up this weekend. So on the 3rd or 4th, Cryptic will probably put out some tweets and Facebook posts showing 1 to 2 of the ship models. We're not going to see stats yet, but we're going to see what the ships are and what they've done to the models, if they have any updated skins or anything like that. They'll do another set of tweets then on the 10th or 11th where they're showing off the remaining ships, just the visuals again. And then we'll get the 10 forward probably on the 13th, where they are talking about the design decisions behind things and going over the stats. We'll get the full set of blogs on the 14th, and then we'll get the 14th anniversary bundle in the game on PC on February 15th. That's if Cryptic follows the pattern that they have the past couple of years, which is quite likely. So yeah, that should be the schedule here. And again, that means that the very first teasers for the 14th bundle should be showing up on Twitter and Facebook here this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. I'll of course be covering them as soon as they appear. And if you're over on console, again, remember that the anniversary bundle will probably be dropping the later half of March, so will be a bit of a delay for it to be over there. And as for the theme of the 14th anniversary bundle, I think it is very clear that it's going to be a Federation-focused bundle with Wolf 359 ships in it. So again, we don't know the specific ships that are going to be in there, but they have been putting a lot of work into the Wolf 359 versions of ships. There's a lot of interesting kit bashes here, some of which they are forcing us into when we play the TFO, and usually they don't go to that amount of effort unless they're intending to also make those ships player flyable at some point. So the ships that you're being dumped into when you load into Wolf 359, those are most certainly going to be some of the ships that you see in this upcoming bundle. So that includes that 3 nacelle ship, which you can see a picture of here from Mr. Reeves over on Reddit. So that 3 nacelle ship, I keep getting dumped into that most of the Wolf 359s I do, so that is most certainly going to be a player flyable ship. I don't know if it pushed me into the Springfield here. I don't think I've seen that one yet. I know it's put me in the Cheyenne a couple of times. Yeah, there's some interesting designs here, and I imagine with any of the ships that they put in the bundle, there will also be some modernized skins for them, so I'm curious to see what they did there. Here's that Melbourne variant of the Nebula that has the nacelles up top, and I know there's been a bit of discussion about this, but it looks like a detachable craft there, so if that is a player flyable ship, that could be quite interesting. So yeah, there's lots of interesting kit bashes here, and again, we're going to see the very first teasers of some of the ships we're getting pop up this weekend, and like I said, I will be covering them as soon as they pop up. And lastly, I do want to remind all of you that I did start up a Looking for Group Discord for Star Trek Online about 2 weeks ago. There hasn't really been too much engagement with this so far, but there is areas set up for if you're on PC or console, and the idea of this long term is that if you're looking for people to team up with for TFOs, story missions, or whatever, then this is going to be a place that you can go to find like-minded players to play with. So this Discord, like I said, hasn't really picked up so far. I am probably going to be looking at doing some giveaways or maybe a contest on it at some point over the next month, just to try and get some engagement over there. But the way it works is once you join, you go to the roles channel, you select the platform you're on. Once you've selected the platform, that will open up the Looking for Group category where you can see the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox Looking for Group channels. And then if you actually want to get in voice chat with people, there's a bunch of different voice rooms that you can go into, and you can sit in there and chat with people. There's rooms set up for varying group sizes, so there's rooms that have no user limit. There's some that have a user limit of 10, 5, and then there's some extra ones down at the bottom that don't have any limit on them. So if you're looking for a place to team up with people, that's what this Discord is intended for long term. Right now, there's basically no activity on it, but I do want to get the word out there. And like I said, I'll probably be doing some giveaways for it in the near future so that long term this can become a viable place for people to find others to play with. And we may also do some other events. I've seen some requests to do like some colony sims, so might try to get a stream aligned with like a colony sim event or something. So if you have any ideas there, on how to drive people to that Discord, feel free to drop them down below. And if you have anything you want to contribute for giveaways to try and incentivize people to join up over there, then please reach out to me on Discord. That's going to be it, though, for today. Again, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.